Dr. Abdul Al-Sayed is the projected winner of the Democratic Senate primary race. That race was too close to call when most voters went to bed last night. Al-Sayed declared victory this morning and spoke to his supporters less than an hour ago in Detroit. And he's wasted no time issuing a challenge to Rogers.
If you're willing to stand with me and have a conversation, you and I both know that you will wither in front of your own crimes. But I'm going to make sure Michiganders know about them. Because at the time we're done, you are not going to have safe quarter from people holding you accountable to what you've done for them here in Michigan. We will send you back to Florida where you belong. 5 debates. I'm hoping for an answer today.
His opponent in this race in the primary was Congresswoman Haley Stevens. She appears to have conceded in this race and posted a statement online. She wrote, "I love Michigan and I'm so proud to have put up my hand to serve. I spoke with Abdul to offer him my full support as we work to defeat Mike Rogers this November." Now, Stevens was considered the more moderate candidate who had the support of older, established Democrats. We're slowly seeing them also declare their support for Al-Sayed, and that includes Governor Gretchen Whitmer. She posted a message offering her support this morning.
Congratulations to Jocelyn Benson, Abdul Al-Sayed, and every Democrat who won up and down the ballot. They've got my support as we fight like hell together to win in November.
And that means in November, we'll see a matchup between a progressive candidate against a Trump-endorsed Republican. It's a race that already has national attention and also national implications in November because of control of the Senate. It's also a test of whether a progressive candidate can win a general election outside of more liberal areas like New York City and California. We now also know who will be on the ticket to represent a large part of West Michigan in a U.S. House seat. Former meteorologist Terry DeBoer will be taking on incumbent Hillary Skolton. We've heard from the Congresswoman about taking on this well-known challenger come November. Skolton says the primary is behind us and now we're moving forward into one of the most important midterm races in the country. This is a fight for every family in West Michigan who deserves a representative who shows up for them, and I am so ready for what's next. That seat used to be a stronghold for the right. It was redrawn back in 2021, and Skolton was the first Democrat to represent Grand Rapids in that district since the 1970s. Skolton ran unopposed this primary and spent most of the last few days campaigning on behalf of Haley Stevens. DeBoer's race yesterday was called pretty quickly. Just 2 hours after the polls closed, she was the projected winner. We did get a chance to talk with her after the win and asked about her next steps.
So the next steps for me are just to continue with what we've already been doing, meeting with people and hearing the concerns of people across Michigan's 3rd Congressional District. That's what's really important to me.
Several incumbent candidates here in West Michigan had to take on new contenders in the primary to hold on to their seats. The man who was representing parts of Kent County in the State House lost his primary last night for State Senate. Phil Skaggs lost to Abby Grove-Blaszczak by nearly 6,000 votes. He was hoping to represent the 29th Senate District. Grove-Blaszczak will now face Republican Brady Middleton, who ran unopposed in the November general election. They're going after State Senator Winnie Brink's term-limited seat. U.S. Congressman Bill Huizenga won back the Republican candidacy in House District 4. That covers the Holland area. He beat the former mayor of Holland, that is Philip Tanis, by more than 50,000 votes. That means Huizenga will be facing State Senator Andrew McCann in the general election in November. McCann previously represented Michigan's 20th Senate District and the 60th House District. Voters over in Sparta Township passed a ballot measure last night that had a typo in it. That proposal was supposed to be a 10-year library millage not to exceed 0.23 mils. But the word "not" wasn't there, and nobody noticed it until it was too late. The measure did pass by less than 40 votes. That means, in theory, the millage rate could be any figure. Meanwhile, voters in Cascade Township narrowly approve a new zoning ordinance. It would, quote, modernize the original 1989 ordinance. Supporters say that this will help preserve single-family neighborhoods, while critics say it will hurt property values. And in Ottawa County, voters there passed a renewal for a mental health millage. That covers local services and programs. It will also restore the mill rate to what voters originally approved in 2016.